What's up, guys? Hope everybody's doing well. On this video, we're going to go back in time a little bit. This is actually all shot several weeks back, a little bit before I got the new exhaust on the plane. And I was out just doing my thing, looking for places to land and looking for adventure and exploring, and came across some more of these. What's left of some old homesteads, kind of the old ruins of some homesteads. And I didn't go out there with that purpose in mind exactly, but just ran across it. And I don't know about you guys, I always find that kind of fascinating. See where somebody lived, way back when, and you wonder who they are and when they lived there. And I think it's kind of fun to explore. Run across them like that. It's, you got to stop and check it out. And so come along with me. We're going to go on a little flying adventure, and we'll stop and explore some of these places, and I'll show you what I found. All right, let's get started. So the start of this video is down here playing at this big canyon, one of my favorite big canyons, and it's got some BLM land around it, and I found a new area I'd never landed before. Touched down on this road, but ultimately decided not to stay there. It was super windy and back taxiing that much wind, and the parking area, I didn't want to be in the way in case somebody else showed up, so I thought, I'm just going to blast out of here. Go over in the field. I saw another spot I could land more out of the way, maybe tuck it in behind some trees, and on my way over there, I spotted an old homestead. It was kind of in between this spot and where I landed, and I thought, that's not too far away. I'll get some exercise and run over there and find it. Well, it ended up being a pretty good hike to get over there, so I'll show you guys kind of what that was all about. Well, that was a nice and windy landing, but I actually tied it down, and of course I parked it behind these trees, which is blocking a lot of the wind because it is blowing like a son of a gun. But anyway, I'm gonna go hike around the canyon over here a little bit. All right, so I can see what's left of a very old fence line there. I think maybe we're heading the right way here. I've stumbled across several of these old ruins and homesteads and things like that in my adventures, and I can't help but think when I'm there looking at it, you start wondering, man, when was this built? Who built this? What were they like? What was life like for them? Some of this stuff's pretty old, and you always wonder. You think, man, that life was a lot different then. Seemed like it was pretty tough. I know 2020 was not great for a lot of people, and wasn't my best year, but it could have been a lot worse than it was for me, and it was a lot worse for a lot of other people. And but I think back and I go, man, back in those days, some of these spots you find, you think every year was a hard year. Most likely, life was tough. And but I guess on the flip side, they had a lot of freedom. There was a lot of unknown. There's a lot of things still to explore and see that had never been seen. And I don't know, man, probably make you really feel alive to live in a time like that, And I wouldn't be surprised if those people wouldn't have traded it if they could see what things are like today. And I could be wrong. I personally like having airplanes and stuff like that, but there's a lot of other things I could do without nowadays. All right, Excellent. I'm headed the right direction because there's some of those extra pieces of something I saw laying out in the field, so I know we're close now. Okay, so what do we have here exactly? Somebody left a Mountain Dew can there. This is interesting. Look at this. Somebody obviously built this or is expanding upon this rock wall. Interesting. Okay. Well, so the main structure is somewhere around here. Let's see if we can find it. Here's another one of these deals they built out of rocks here. Let's see. Huh, okay. There it is. I found it on my way back to the plane. I went down the canyon, came up a different spot. I'll go check it out. So a couple things that are interesting to note. It has nails that look, fairly modern. You can see where it's cut off straight. So, as far as age-wise, I'm sure that tells some things about how old this structure is. It's probably not that terribly old, but obviously been here a while. So if anybody has any idea based on what you're seeing there, approximately when that might have been built, leave a comment. Cool spot here, right there with that kind of cool rock ridge there, and it leads right off into the canyon. Alright, I found a spot I could land here in this new canyon I haven't really explored, and I stopped here because I saw an old abandoned, actually several old abandoned structures from the past, some old ruins of something. So I'm gonna walk down there and check it out. I guess I'm kind of a sucker for that stuff, come to find out. But this one looked like it was gonna be pretty neat, so we'll go look. It's pretty interesting. Wow. Wow. Looks like this is the main structure here. Quite a place, actually. It's pretty nice. Yep. Pretty sweet spread they had here. Another interesting old homestead or whatever here. Kind of built it into the rocks, and it's a pretty sweet looking setup with these cool colored rocks. Yeah, I don't know quite what to make of this other than it's pretty awesome. There's some great color in those rocks. That is cool. Alright guys, hopefully you enjoyed that. It was fun going out there and exploring and finding some cool things to look at. Hey, stay tuned. We got some more stuff coming up. Let me give you a quick outline. I'll be working on a full review, install review video of a new package or mod from Edge Performance that kind of relates to high altitude performance specifically. Pretty cool deal. Stay tuned for that. Here, it shouldn't be too long. Outside of that, I'm hoping we'll get some more flying in this year, this summer and fall. Specifically, spring can be pretty windy here, so that's, you never know. Last year with the stock motor, the case cracking, and working through the bugs on a new engine setup and getting everything dialed in, there was a lot of downtime, that and just mods in general to the new plane. And, we got to do some good trips, the Idaho, the Utah trips, those were awesome. I'm sure not complaining. We got some fun flying in, but I think from a content standpoint, this coming year might be, I really hope it's going to be better. I'm really looking forward to it. I've been getting my butt kicked at work, and, of course, wintertime, dealing with weather and flying when you can, you start looking forward to that. So I'm hoping that's going to be it's going to be a good flying year, and we've thrown a lot of fun content at you guys. The off-airport video I am working on, the one I mentioned a while back, I've filmed some, I've edited some, it's getting pretty long, it's going to be several parts. I think it'll be informative and helpful to people that are interested in off-airport, especially if you don't have a lot of experience. This will kind of help you, give you some pointers and some things to think about. Thanks guys for hanging out. Patrons, thank you for directly supporting the channel. It's huge. It's very paramount to keeping this channel going, so thank you for that. Everybody else, appreciate you guys. Please subscribe if you haven't. And yeah, you know the deal. We'll see you on the next one. Are you shy? Are you shy?